What's happening, guys? Welcome back to episode 12. Picking up from the start of chapter 4. So, with last episode, we've already talked to this gentleman over here. If you guys have not, he does have one of your gold records you need for your platinum. If you are a New Game Plus. So, all that is caught on up, so we are ready to get started. So, as mentioned before, this is one of my favorite chapters in the entirety of the game. Not just the DLC, this is really well done. It's a lot of cool, just really cool stuff. A lot of intrigue to it, I guess you could say. So going on in, you're going to have some new enemies here. These are kind of like the boat captains, I guess you could say. I mean, they're very much puppets, but at least most are. I don't know if this guy's puppet or human, because that could just be a mask, but he almost has that puppet moveset, if you will. Now, going on in right here is going to be another ring, so if you do critical attacks, it gives you some health back. I think this has been good in the early game, not very, very late in the DLC, but, that's neither here nor there, I guess, right? So, go and pick it up if you guys want to use it. That's your Frenzied Amulet. And from there, we're going to go on up. These guys are really reminiscent to the guys you fought in the base game. They either have swords or they're going to have guys that pop out. They either have swords or guns. But movesets are, fairly the same. Now, there's nothing in that room on the left. Over here on the right, get your abrasive right here. That's for acid. And we're going to have one gentleman here with a little bit of lore. Really, it's kind of quest-related or backstory, I guess you could say. Hey, Chris. Thank you. Maybe rather annoying at times. New moveset, new timing to worry with. So if you guys want to read that, it's pretty much just a family that fled from everything that's been going on with the puppet frenzy and the purification disease. Remember, this is the start of it here. So you're going to see a lot of lore and backstory that ties in with that. Thank you. And as you go on up, get ready. Rifle bro. Make sure we don't have any drops. Alright, now as we go on out here, going to be a new friend. That's the sharks. Well, instead of this guy, we always have this guy. Anytime you're on the ice, that's what you're going to be dealing with. You're going to be dealing with the sharks, but obviously for birds and fight throughout the DLC. Thank you. And then sometimes the ice is going to break too, so it's really fun. Throwables, watch out. Throwables can go a long way, and so can the bow. That's why I recommend it. Even if it does not go with your build, having the bow is going to be nice, but we're not going to be, there it is. We're not going to be limited on how much ammo we have. So typically I will run straight across to the puppet, and that guy comes behind. I was trying to get him early, but, got us killed. Good news is we don't have to do every little thing, we're just going to get back to it. But yeah, we got caught. It happens. Annoying as fuck, but it happens. Especially when we have as much shit to do as we do this episode. Hey, prickhead. Stop it. Alright, we got the chest. Guy on the left. Yep, I told you. Picking way up at this point. You're done. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, really annoying. So they're very similar to the ones in the base game, like I said. They're not identical, though. They do have different movesets, guys. Shut that shit right the fuck down, bub. Give me a goddamn hard time. Thank you. Alright, that catches us back up. We still got these assholes again. Completely missed the little turd. Completely missed the little turd. Alright, so watch out for the shark. This time we'll just let him come to us. Bye-bye. Bub, where are you going? Bye-bye. Alright, now that we're caught up, we'll go ahead and grab all our stuff. So there's going to be a branched off path. To progress here, you're actually going to go down. So before we go down, we're going to go up. Because I actually missed this my first playthrough. Because I was thinking going up was progressing us. I went down and forgot to come back, even try to explore here. So it is very important that we go up first, right? I want to go up first. So you're going to get a gesture from this, guys. It'll be your deep bow gesture. You want to interact. Thank you. Thank you. Now to our handle, we're getting increased attack power with our shotgun. It says we're using like ergo, and it just kind of burns brighter, if you will. It's more burn damage overall. I do like that. It don't last for that long, but it seems to last long enough in most cases. Alright guys, so going on in, like I said, this is an optional cave more than anything else. We do get some pretty cool stuff here. One thing in particular, well, we get some upgrades up. But the biggest thing is the crown. This is really cool helmet. It's a crown. I really like it a lot. It actually looks quite well with our Monad set. So I'm going to actually put that on because we're about to pick it up here in a second. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go up top. I think there's 2 guys. There's 2 or 3. Nothing too crazy. Thank you. Can we get him? Yep. Then we can just kind of drop on off. Legion caliper. Alright, now we're going to get into it. So it's going to be a really big petrified enemy. There's a few smaller ones fighting. There's a really big enemy that you haven't faced before and probably never faced again. It's just kind of like one of those one and dones. Kind of like that guy at the end of the game that chopped up a wall. He's like this really big guy with a statue for a weapon. And you only fight one version of him. It makes me wonder why they do some of these enemy fights. It's like you fight one guy once and never see him again. So this guy's like swing at you a bunch, big slam attacks. There he goes. Kind of hard to run to do it too. If you're lucky, you can kind of focus. Lucky. Dude's fucking volatile, bro. At that point, what's the point of it? You know, what's the point of a critical? Should have gave that shit to me way fucking sooner. I will notice one thing in this game, I gotta say, it's very inconsistent how posture damage works. Kind of a letdown. Because it is. It's like, I mean, how's posture damage work? Sometimes I can fight the enemy 3 different times. It might be 2 charge heavies, might be 3. I might hit 6 charge heavies in a row. And you know, it's just very fucking inconsistent a lot of the times. And it's unfortunate. How do you learn from that? How do you adjust your playstyle to that? You know what I mean? Either way, that's just overlooking your starting area. So right over here is going to be a few weaker enemies. I think some of them will fight each other. It depends on how you get here, like when you walk up. But this guy's going to be talking some bullshit. Now, with that gesture we just got, I thought that we did the deep bow here. He's got like a king cap on, but nothing comes of it. So, just go ahead and kill him. Get your stuff. So go on down. Like I said, it's really cool. Really cool. Look at that. It goes with the Monad set. I mean, you can't see it here, but it goes with it quite well, in my opinion. Now, from here, we're actually going to drop right back to where we just were. Where we originally came in. I think we have to fight one enemy because we rested, but just him. I don't even think the shark will spawn at this point. Thank you. So now, once we drop, we'll take him out, then we'll head down. I say, I want to head down before then, because you missed your cool crown and full moonstone, right? So that was nice. It's max out your weapons. Now this guy's the worst one. Out of these newer enemies, he's pretty rough, to say the least. His attack time, you know. He should have that pretty dialed in. Need to get hit in. Yeah, it's time. It's time. Fucking hell, bro. Definitely our turn. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely our fucking turn. Jesus. Alright, guys, so we're gonna have sharks, we're gonna have squirmy little dude, and then we're gonna have weak ice. So be careful. You heard that ice cracking? It's very much cracking. Bro. As you go up, and you're gonna see your stargazer over here. I don't know if you can see it. So it's like right across. You see that log? We'll drop down onto that. So before we do, we want to make sure that we get all the items out of this next part. There's no way to get back. No way to get back. You might get popped. Should be, yeah. There should be one more. But yeah, there's no way to get back once you take this drop down. So make sure you get all your items. I learned this the hard way. There's going to be a big guy. He's kind of like the brawler. He's a little different, but he's pretty similar to the brawler. Thank you. Appreciate you. Pop your safe. Everything from this point is really just going to be pushing us into the next area. So that's going to be a cryptic vessel. Just make sure not miss any drops here, guys. Like I said, there's no way back. And there shouldn't be much, but these guys can drop a good item. The main thing was you guys not missing the safe. That's the main thing. So we've got to have that cryptic vessel. Then once we drop here, you can't get back, right? Make sure you get it. I mean, you can do a big ass run back. That makes you feel good. You know, that is about it. Alright, all I got is 70%. I love it. So before going forward, over here on the left-hand side, you're going to start an NPC quest. Now, you cannot finish this NPC quest or really get into it until we get all the way through this. But it is important that you start it and get the dialogue. So this is a fisherman. He wanted to get this really big fish in that's been hunting for a long time. He ended up getting himself killed doing it. He wants you to tell his son about it. So that's what happened.
I would never catch any fish, but I am a fisherman. The last fisherman of Krat. I rode out to prove that.
So either way, he's just gonna tell you what's, you know.
That's you are after it's.
So pretty much he's going to ask you for a quest item. We'll bring that back. Just make sure you are fully exhausted. So as I mentioned, you just can't do anything for now. But he's pretty much trying to die here. I think he wants you to grab some beer. But either way, we don't have it. So we'll have to come back here in a bit. Now moving forward, this next part can be rather weird. Rather tough. So if you guys remember the Machio, well, he's going to come and evade you. He's using the, what's it called? Roquette, I can never say it. It's a boss weapon. Right here. The etiquette. Okay, so it's etiquette. Okay, so he's using etiquette. A lot of thrust attacks. It's just kind of like spinning. Thrust. Hard to read. He can open it up. Does a big pop. Just watch your deflection times. It's like I said, it's pretty irritating at times. Phase 2 is I think the bigger thing. Because in phase 2, he's going to get like all corrupted and is much more difficult. It's really hard to break down. We'll just show you guys as we go through the fight. I guess cluster grenades. Important thing is just stay on this fuck. You know, stay on this fuck. So we can get our buff going. He's gonna pop out of this door. There we are. Come on, the Machio. Oh, you done fucked up my buff, bro. You take way too long. Thought we could skip it.
Oh.
Why is he doing this?
You think you...
He's not. He pretty much says he's not really good or bad. You know, he got cornered by the alchemists. They're kind of making him attack us. Spare their secrets.
And in more ways than one.
True.
But the
There's
game
double swipe. play it very defensively. Now, a lot of times when he throws up the smoke bombs, there's always some kind of bullshit, such as a bomb or a mine or something like that will follow. Just watch his time. You know, there's a lot of those delays going on. Some of it's not so bad as far as the read goes. But when it gets in close, it's, like I said, it's a little hard to read. Thank you. And it should be really close to phase 2. Because it's going to get corrupt, he's going to come out to this really big claw, and with this claw, it's got to be like jump, swipe, attack, jump, swipe, jump, swipe, jump, swipe.
Contributions.
You gotta get, you know, farther to top bar, but it's coming. Well, let you guys know that the moveset's gonna change. Well, work him down. Dodge.
It's time for you to die.
Like I said, anytime he's throwing that fog out, there's always something that's gonna follow. But so close, so close.
Wait.
He took forever to do his phase change. It's not too health bar. It's just one. But it's not supposed to take that long. Very late deflection. You got to jump, guys. Very, very late deflection. But you gotta be able to see. You know, you did get some health back, but you still should have went to that phase a while ago, if I'm being honest. He could let off like a bunch of acid too, so be cautious of it. Let's watch him. Got him. There we go. That gets you a set. It's actually a very difficult fight. I struggled with it for a bit my first playthrough. Gotten better at it. Still not really the best. So once you have the monster taken on out, you're going to talk to him here. I was going to set him up to give him that elixir to make him stronger. End up doing that to him. So he didn't really have a good ending. His quest can go two ways. Doesn't matter. It's not a good ending. So stop, please, my dear God. I'm sorry, my dear, good, kind fellow. Hear me out.
I can explain everything.
All of it. Please don't kill me. So it's weird as you can kill him here, but if you don't and you let him live, he'll leave a note saying how you tortured him by not killing him. So happy about what he wants to say.
All this happened. All of it. Because of the alchemist and that damned infighting. I had to pick a side. Don't you see? I'd have ended up like Veronique. Or your precious legend. I had to choose. Please, I beg for mercy. If I did evil, it was not of my design, it was them. This isn't common knowledge. But when Valentinus ran things, she was... whatever she... even as Simon... a bounty competition. This, for the cure. But no, I must have... You're just leaving. You cold-blooded...
So, either way, once you guys have exhausted this dialogue, we're going to move on. So, I've said this since episode 1 with the walkthrough. We don't have time to show off all the dialogue. We don't have time to show off all the cutscenes. The story is very good if you guys want to learn more. I'm trying to get you through the game and get all the items. So, you're not going to fully understand the story unless you take that on your own. I do want to make sure that that is very well known. Because you guys shouldn't just skip through it just because I am.
Conclusion that schemers like him face in the end. Not a fault for Grace. He had everything. Why throw it all away like this?
He's a dum-dum. Dum-dum. Now you should see... Yep. See Shipwreck Interior. So you should see Lamaccio on your fast travel point. So if you don't kill him, either way, it's the same thing. So he's like, oh, kill me if you want, but he begs for his life, right? However, if you don't kill him, you come back, you're going to find this note. So check it out. You should have helped me. What use are your noble words and high-minded morality when you would leave one like me to rot? So, isn't it kind of weird? So, that way, not killing him gave you more humanity. That's the way we decided to do it for the walkthrough. Plus, like I said, if you want to kill him, it honestly is very straightforward. But yeah, it's kind of like damned if you do. He wants you to spare him, but then he's mad you did. So it's kind of odd. Alright, just gonna take him out. Start getting some better upgrades here too, guys. So there's gonna be quite a few little turns out here. Nothing too crazy, not yet. Alright, and when you get to that point, make sure you turn around. This guy will come behind you and it's not fun. He's almost hitting you like a full combo. If he sees it behind you, he's like bop, 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 bop. And he's just stun locking you and locking you down quite well. Alright, so let's go and pick that on up. I'm not going to be pushing too much further, guys, but there's a good stopping point coming up. Love my gun sword. I know it doesn't have that many move sets, but all the ones it has are very well. You know, they're very, very, very good. Alright, now this is about to send us back on out. If you guys want to put on some throwable items, it will make the next portion of this much easier. We're going to have a cannon trained on us from one of the ships, which is just, it's not really a good time. There's just a bunch of little critters and just a lot of bullshit, to be honest. Not to mention the ice is pretty good. So you see that? That's your cannon, so just be mindful. It's coming from like right over here. I don't think you even see it yet. It's kind of behind everything. Make sure you're constantly moving around. We have our bow, but I still believe the throwable item would be better. So when you're going over, yeah, there's a few of these guys. You're going over, you want to hit to the left side first. Let's get out of it. And wait for the cannon if you can. Yeah, that way you don't get knocked off when you get the item. It's probably one of the more important things. It's going to be a butterfly. Here, 2 seconds. There was nothing else over there to the right. Watch out. Gotta be quick here, guys. Gotta be quick. That's why we're being quick. Because if you're not, you're gonna get caught up on. If you notice, we're just kind of rolling through. We're trying to be quick about it. This next part's really fucked up, too, because you have to worry about the ice breaking. You can't deflect that. You have to worry about the ice breaking. There's also, a lot of guys are going to jump up and then have the cannonball. So, like I said, if you're not moving quickly, don't think you're going to enjoy life too much. Alright. And puppetry could be nice, too. Guard if you're not sure. Oh, I rolled right into it. Yep, guard if you're not sure. Done. Oh, thank you. Need that help. You see what I'm saying? That's what I said. Throwables might be a good option having some range here. Move around. Move around. Not saying you for sure have to have throwable items, but it will go a long fucking way. So here's your butterfly. Don't get yourself killed going after them, obviously, but make sure you get them. You. Now this is mainly the part I like to have the bow for, if I'm being honest. So what am I doing? You don't aim in this game like that. It's kind of a long game. It's okay. But the ice is thin. That's kind of the thing here. If you're trying to fight all these guys, you might find it a little bit difficult to do. So just don't knock me off, that's all I ask. Pull them to here. That's where the ice is weak, right where they are. Oh. Where you going, chicken shit? God, what a pussy. Alright. be quick. You know, be quick. Range capabilities are very important in this spot. As far as I'm concerned, this is where we want range, you know, the most. So if you guys want to put some throwables, it's going to go a long way. Before this point, not so much, but here pretty badly, guys. Haha. So like I said, you're on the ice. If you want to get all the items without going through, you can't sit here and fight these fuckers. You know, you can't sit here and fight these fuckers. Don't have the time. Like, that's just fighting one guy. Look how much time it took us, you know what I mean? Quite a while. If you're trying to fight 3 of them, you are going through that fucking ice. And it's exhausting. Doing this 3-4 times is exhausting. Alright, so you guys remember him from before. Got started. Oh, what a pussy. What a bitch. Told you. Very, very difficult. Extraordinarily difficult. We're about to wrap up here in a second. We're actually like right where we're going to stop at. It's so irritating about that shit for me. Dying right at the end, that's going to piss me the fuck off. I'd rather die at the start. If you guys want to refight everything, feel free to do so. We don't have the time. We're almost at our time. I gotta get us up to our next spot. You. Oh, you bitch, you were dead. Cocksucker. Alright. Excuse my language. I think you guys know what I mean. He's a bastard. A little bit longer here. The good news is we don't have to go get all those items again. And the cannon should blow these guys off too. It should kill them. And they killed the one last time, so. There's a little bit of zigzagging. Now that we made it this far, we should probably take these guys out. You know, we get to that fight again, you might wish you had. And no one else should fall to this point. Alright, so picking up where we left off. The best thing to do is fight the big guy in the room. You know, get inside the ship. Sometimes you have the time, sometimes you don't. Ain't got up yet. Jesus, P. What the fuck, dude? Get up. I notice that happens sometimes. Rather annoying. Alright. So either way, just to show you guys, there's nothing going on over there. So what we're going to start doing now is start working our way on through the boat. Now things can get a little bit confusing here navigation-wise, to say the least. Die. And that's because there's just, you know, there's quite a few routes you can take. Just like little routes, but still. So before we take the ladder up, get your Alidoro wanted poster for all this shit started. And you're going to see this, it doesn't open, but make sure you get your poster. I did want to show that off. Now when you go up this ladder, you're going to see a few layers. Like right here, you have this room, right? Which you see that kind of leads out to the boat dock, but this ladder goes past that point. Then when you get up, you notice that you can take this way, or you can go on down and take this way. So with that being said, what we're going to do first is actually go down here. As I said, it's kind of one of those things, if you take the wrong path first, then you end up messing shit. Yeah, we're so dead. Why won't you die? Or why do you guys have so much health? Hi, French. Thank you. Saved my ass here a little bit, bro. Jesus. You're done. You are now. Yeah, they'll get on you, bro. They will fucking get on you. badly sometimes, badly. That's just really overlooking where you just were. And that's the candy. It's one and done. Once you destroy it, just like the base game, it's not coming back. Now that's how to get you guys stuff really, really, really forward. Bye-bye. Not daggers, bro. Yep. Don't want to get caught here, guys. You know what? Now what are you doing? Thank you. Thank you. There's always a way to do it. How miserable you are during that, you know, that remains to be seen. But there's always a way to get it done. So anyway, this weapon right here is badass, dude. It's a big ass great hammer with a nice fucking moveset. Check it out, guys. I think you guys are like this one a lot. So right here, B motivity, C technique, very much goes with our build. It is unupgraded, but it's really dope. It does acid buildup, which is nice. It's just got a really nice moveset because the thing of it is, for how big the weapon is, the speed of it's actually quite nice, you know, double swing, both ways. I mean, I love this weapon. I love it. Very much for a quality build. And once again, it does do some acid and other things too, so it's quite nice. And once we get here, we're going to roll on off. There it is. Like, I knew it's one of these sides here. And all this just kind of links back to where we just were. We're just kind of doing the zone backwards now. It's the way it has to be done. So a lot of it's like you've seen these areas, you just couldn't get to them, if you will. There you go. Now you're going to notice this leads you out. Now we're not going to do anything past this point. We still have the rest of the boat. But if you were to get killed, it's going to save you a big run back. That's why we did it this way. It just makes life so much fucking easier. But yes, obviously we do need to backtrack. We got to get some stuff. So because there's still items that are left. So that being said, we do, want to make sure that we get everything done. However, if you get killed, it's got to suck. Because if you guys remember, it was like 2 ships back from our last checkpoint. And we can just use the watch from this point too. We can just jump on out and make life much, much, much easier. So right down here, that's like I said, that's pretty much where you originally came in. We're just on the other side of that. And this can get you back up. So while we were going down that way and you saw the lower portions we did not take, like I said, this all kind of links together. Now, if you remember, there was the far side of the ship that we never did. The far side of the ship does not get us a checkpoint, so we'll put this off. These guys just have so much fucking health at this point. It's absolutely absurd. Having to do over 10,000 in damage is kind of wild, bro. It's kind of wild. Cute. Alright, now we can go on in. This is the room you surpassed. If you guys remember when we went on up. I do want to make sure we're not missing anything before we move forward. Yeah, that's where originally came down from, so we should be all caught up. That's what I thought. Is that as thorough as we've been, we're not going to slack off now, at all times. Alright, so we're going to go left, grab that, and then there is a very, very important item we need as far as getting all your trophies. That's really what we're working towards right now. So if you guys go all the way down here, you're going to notice that there's a ladder, right? So there's a little tucked up area. It's really easy to miss. So if you guys remember Arlecchino, I told you, the murderous puppet, that the alchemist pretty much built him, legendary stalker kind of killed him, then they started putting a bunch of advanced parts and shit on him. Well, they were holding him captive here. He's very much a criminal. He's a sick fuck. So if you go down here, alchemist orders, I guess we can read that. It just illustrates my point even more so. What the hell are you? Either way, it's just talking about how the alchemists were using them, and he kind of went rogue, so they're keeping him prisoner here. But you do have to listen to all recordings for your platinum. That's what I said. You have to have this for your trophies. They essentially created a monster they could not control in the background. As always, he's a fucking talker, guys. Like, he will go on. Like, we listen to some recordings,
Do I even want to know what
they
was
go
in
on
that
for a
cell?
little bit,
What
but
kind of
with him,
monster
dude,
it
he will
was?
just talk and talk and talk
Probably
and
not.
talk and talk, you know.
But here's hoping a
He
deranged
talks really
beast
slow,
hasn't
too,
been
so it
set
doesn't
loose
really
upon
help
the
matters
world.
none. And then, like I said, we're just about to jump on out of here. Before we do, there's one thing I wanted to look into. I don't remember grabbing this on the way, so I want to make sure we got it. Alright. So this is Klaus's last upgrade. That's why it's so important we have it. Like I said, I thought we grabbed it, but I was not sure. Because, like, well, I don't remember taking that drop. If you guys remember, there's the other drop that looked identical to that. So from this point, we are all good. We have somewhere to wrap up at with our near Stargazer. So before we do, I do want to go ahead and turn this in and go over some rewards. This is his final upgrade. So I noticed it looked a little bit different than the other bags we gave him. This is where you get the good stuff. I mean, yeah, we needed that record for our trophies. We picked up that before when we upgraded the shop, but this is like, the best items. Not really so much records and things we need for trophies. So add shop goods.
You.
Yeah, I got you. Good consumable free time. Trade ancient disc. Now you have all of his items. So if you notice, full moon, moonstone of the covenant. Pick up the rings. Aside from that, that's part of requests. The bell collar, if you guys want, a fancy little mask or whatever you want. Because if you notice, we still have 4, 2, 3. Yeah, why not? Great adventure best, and that's it. So like I said, you get 10 to play through. The bell collar is meant to put on the little cat. Should be like right here. He moves. That's kind of thing. He moves around. Once you get the bell collar, it's supposed to be over by the couch. So put bell collar on kitten. It's just like little extra, That's what I said. It's a quest, but it's not, because you get a little cutscene with him wearing the collar. It's the same collar he has in the future, but that's it. And there may be a cutscene that goes with it. This is not something I had in my notes because nothing really comes of it. Yeah, that's what it was. The cutscene. And there you are. Alright, come on, Pete. Done with the couch. Let's go. Thank you. Alright, guys. So with that, we are all wrapped up. So, obviously, we do have the Cryptic Vessel we're going to get into, but we're at a point now where we're just going to finish Chapter 4 in full. Then we're going to have, a few things we have to do quest related. We're going to knock them all out at the same time. That way, when we move into the 5th and final chapter, we know that everything is wrapped up in full and that we are ready to go. So without anything else, guys, we are going to go ahead and wrap up here. We're going to pick up next episode from the last Stargazer we got, so just so we're on the same page. That's going to be the Frozen Coast. So once, we pick up, we'll get into that. Let's go and do this one. Well, I mean, that's going to get us a record. Yeah, we'll keep it together. So we got to turn in our resources to her. Quest item for her we picked up. That's the blind painter that gets your record. So we got to have that. Over here we have an item to pretty much give to the merchant. Then he's going to give us something. And like I said, we have a few other things to do. You're also going to see the cryptic vessel. But like I said, I want to hurry up and just not hurry up, but get to the end of the chapter. Then we'll just punch all this stuff out, put it in the same episode. It'll make sense to do so. So Frozen Coast will be what we're gonna pick up next episode. But I want to go over upgrades and things of that nature. Picked up 3 or 4 quartz. We got our new weapon, so I'm just gonna go and get situated, and we'll catch y'all back at the Frozen Coast next episode.